Awesome. Good evening, everybody. Alex here, as always, host from Phoenix Holdings, and I have the pleasure of introducing you guys MinionVerse. This is the project that we will be hosting tonight. Duke, Oscar, you guys have the floor. Give us a quick introduction about yourself, if that's okay with you.
Sure. Hi, my name is Oscar Krzak. I'm operations manager at MinionVerse.io. My responsibilities are basically taking care of the whole project, starting from budgeting to game development. I'm basically dropping in multiple fields, making sure that the project is running smooth and fine. I started my journey with cryptocurrency since 2015, but it looks like Duke got removed. Can you check if he got banned so he can get back? I just got a message from him. He can join back.
Interesting. Yeah, let me check as well what happened.
By the bot, maybe the bot removed him because he didn't verify.
Most certainly, yes. If by any chance there's an admin here that can unmute him, if not, if you can give me the actually give me just a second. I think I have the option of seeing it.
Maybe you can give him an admin or a guest, well, whatever, permission, so he can bypass that check.
Well, he is unbanned. I'm gonna wait for him to join back in the chat and probably verify the bot for him.
Yeah, I wrote to him that he needs to talk to the bot, otherwise he's gonna get removed. So
yeah, he should be okay now. I did the verification and I manually trusted him, let's say. So yeah,
all right.
things should be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. He's here, so yeah. I guess I'm just gonna go and finish my sentence here. So I started my crypto journey in 2015. I met Duke last year, and since last year we're working together to bring those amazing projects. And yeah, I mean, that was just a short introduction of myself. I'm gonna give now a voice to Duke.
Okay, so I started with the crypto in 2018, investing in some ICOs back then. I also have 10 years of experience building companies, startups, and software companies. We started with Alti Arena a year ago with the NFT marketplace for blockchain game assets. And now I talked with Stan, who's my longtime friend. He owns Ferro Games, a Polish game development studio. And so he decided to enter the crypto market. And I said, okay, so let's have a joint project together and launch MinionVerse. And here we are.
Perfect. Yeah. So sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. I was actually on mute. So thanks for the quick introduction. Now that we know a bit about yourself, now one question as an introductory question: is this your first project as a developer in for either of you in crypto, or have you developed previous projects?
Yeah, so I say before we launched the Alti Arena NFT marketplace like a year ago, actually this NFT marketplace will be the marketplace where you can trade the NFTs. So that is the project that we actually launched. And MinionVerse is a joint project between Alti Arena and Ferro Games. So we are partnering with Ferro Games, a very experienced game studio, who actually made this game in 2 years, and we will introduce this game to the blockchain and crypto market. So yes, we have done previous projects. We know what is important. We know marketing in crypto is important. We know market making is important. The chart is important, and the hype and building this community. So yeah, this is not our first time, and But it is certainly the first time for Further Games, who's not very experienced in the crypto market. But instead, they are, very much experienced in building games. So I think that, it is a perfect, joint cooperation.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks for that. I think I missed the Ulti Arena part, but actually you have that into your description. So my bad on that side. But at least we got the point. Going into the team of the project, is it just the two of you, or there are maybe many other members?
Oh yeah, from Further Games, it's actually a 60 people game studio, and they've done a lot of amazing games. They done for Mythical Games, a blockchain company. They've done for the Witcher series. They've done a game for Robert Lewandowski, one of the best football players. So there's 60 people right there, ready to take the task of bringing this game onto the crypto market. Specifically working on this game, there's a 6 people team consisting of Unity developers, graphics designers, and more. On our side, on Alti Arena's side, we have a blockchain developer, and also me, Oscar, and V, which are 4 people. This brings to 10 people working on this project. And I think Oscar is right now showcasing the game, so maybe handing the voice over to him, presenting the game.
Yes, I
Sure.
was actually looking at the sneak peeks. Okay, it actually looks
So-
great. And yeah, please take it away, Oscar. Definitely walk us through what we're seeing right now.
So right now I'm attacking enemy base and I'm playing now multiplayer mode. So somebody set up that base and I'm basically using my own army to get there inside. So that's what I'm doing. Currently the game has 3 type of game modes. The first type is PvE. That means you're playing against AI. That's a campaign mode. I will be playing in a second. The second game mode is PvP. That means you're playing against the players. So just like you see right now, I'm just attacking the enemy base, trying to loot the base and get the chests, which will contain some rare stuff that I can unlock in the game. And the last game mode that we have is tournaments. I'm just gonna show it right now. So as you can see, left we have the campaign, which is against AI. Right side we have the multiplayer. I was just playing it, and we also have the leagues, which means you're playing the tournaments. You're playing the clan wars. I'm currently unable to play it because I'm just too bad at this game. I'm just casual player, and I don't really super high. I don't have really super high level here to play the tournaments, but this is available to the players who are looking to earn some money and want to play with their friends. So we have this in-game chat system. So please keep in mind that this, what you can see right now, is just like true real chat between the players. I can of course write test too, but we have a clan system already implemented. There will be a few more features coming in the near future, but the idea is that we want to make the MinionVerse a place where people will be coming back to the game. It's not just only about the earning the money, but also coming back to the game and enjoying with your friends, building up your own clan, fighting the tournaments, winning some prizes, and just have a nice time, have a good experience here while playing. The main difference between the Axie Infinity and pretty much all other games in the crypto space is that here at MinionVerse, you have to actually decide where you're gonna place the troops and how your deck, your your friendly troops are going to look like. I'm just gonna showcase quickly here the cards. All of them will be NFTs. We have few types of the NFTs. From what you see now, it's my own collection of the attacking troops, but we also have the NFTs of our own heroes. This is the only one that I have now, and we also have defenses NFTs to defend your base. So each of the NFT is unique, and the stats will be also more randomized. So from what you see right now, this is like a complete game version, but not including the blockchain part. So as you can see here, the health is 144 right now, but if I'm gonna upgrade this card, I'm gonna get plus 16 HP to that NFT. It will be more randomized. That means instead of making a fixed numbers like 16, we're gonna make it like 16.612. So we're just gonna make it randomized. So have to make sure that every time somebody's going to upgrade the card, the NFT will be unique in a way that the player just upgraded it. So there's no way that somebody is going to have exact the same NFT of that specific card with the same stats, which is really nice, because this could lead to the players to set the value of specific NFT that they want to have. So it's not like, the market, the game developer is going to, say that, hey, you have to set that price for this card at this amount. I really like when there's a free market and everyone can just adjust the prices as they want. So if somebody's seeing that my card is super rare, then I'm gonna just set the higher price. Before I'm gonna hit the game, I want to talk about the supported platforms that we have. We're pretty much supporting everything, starting from the web browsers, which you only need to have compatible version of any popular wallet like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Wallet Connect, and this will be enough to play the game. So you can play on your MacBook, you can play on Mac, you can play on Windows, and probably also different other OS that is supporting that kind of wallets. Besides this, we will have a downloadable .exe game, which will be for the Windows. And obviously we're gonna support the mobile platforms, so that's Android and iOS. Those games will be able on the App Store and Google Play, so make sure to stay tuned. I don't want to go right now super deep with the details, but there will be like cold wallet and hot wallet version of the game in order to make sure that our game will be on the Google Play and App Store. So that's the quick thing. And we had a few hours ago an question on a different AMA if our game is going to support 60 FPS in games, 60 frames per second. So the answer is yes. I'm currently playing on 60 FPS. I'll be later able to show you the developer console, and my left top corner, you'll be able to see my frame rate on this game. So 60 FPS, yes, that's not a problem. But I want to focus on one more thing. We want to make this game like available for pretty much everyone. So if somebody has like 2 years or 3 years old smartphone or tablet, they should be able to run this game smoothly. So we will have something in our settings in order to speed up the game, so the textures in game will just lower resolution, and that way you're gonna save us some memory, and overall the speed will be just faster. So 60 FPS in game, yes, that's possible, and we're gonna have it. So let me just quickly jump into the game. I'm currently playing the campaign mode, so I'm playing against the AI. I'm right now on 23 level, and I'm just thinking like how to pass that, but I'm just not going to go now. Here I'm going to the 16 and slowly go to 23, because in this game, as I said, the difference between Axie and MinionVerse is that it really depends when you're gonna place your troops. So as you can see now, I can put my snake, let's just say, closer to the battle, where I could also deploy the archers at the front, but they would just simply die. So there was no point of them, deploying there. There's my heal unit I'm right now deploying. So you obviously have a different sort of troops in your inventory. You have the units we are boosting the health level of your units. You also have long range units like archers, and you also have this turtle style artillery. Let me just spawn this. Look at this guy. He's shooting some, huge cannons out there. So that's a variety of different units that you can have in the game, and you can have a different strategy. For example, Duke likes to rush with really cheap units, but he's deploying them a lot. That means that they have a really low health, but if you're gonna spawn them like a lot, then it's really hard to deal with them. While, for example, I'm more focusing at like more damage oriented units, but also I have like at least two those cheap units that then can help. But I think my strategy is more like a long range and a little bit melee, getting closer to enemies. So that's how I play. So I really like in playing the MinionVerse because it gives me ability to actually decide how I want to win that game. As you can see here, the line here is that I have some, those turtles and those snakes, and they're attacking the enemy from behind. I mean, not from behind, they're attacking from the long range. So this is something I'm deploying right now, the health unit. So I'm going to boost the health of it. But I could actually also rush with some spiders and go in front. But it really depends, like how you're gonna play, and that's what I really like in this game. So I can play my own style, find a way of getting into the enemy bases, and earning the NFTs and tokens. One more thing before I'm gonna discuss about the tokenomics is that. I didn't talk about the defenses of our base. Let me just move. That's the way of fast speeding the movement here by taking the ship. You're placing your defenses in your base, and then you're just waiting for the enemy to come in and try to attack you in order to take one of the chests that you have. I don't really spend too much time building the base, but as you can see here, I can just place anything that I want in any place. But I think my current strategy looks like this: that I just want to hold down as long as I can the enemies, and when they come closer, I'm just gonna start destroying them with my with my line of defenses. So that's how I set up my base. Duke, do you want to say something about the tokenomics? Why I will be swapping the cards?
Yeah, sure. So the Miiverse token will be used in the game to upgrade your heroes, upgrade your minions, upgrade your towers, upgrade your dragon, and it will also be used to trade NFTs on the NFT marketplace. So there's gonna be a lot of utilities for the token. So one thing that I would like to mention is that the Miiverse token will be used not only in this game, but the subsequent two other games that we will be launching. The token will not just be used for this game, but the two other games. Obviously, you guys here for the token itself. And I'd like to say that the success of the game pretty much determines the price and the demand for the token. And so I think that having a great product, great game that can attract a lot of players, mostly from the countries that we are targeting, Southeast Asia, like South America. The more popular the game is, the more demand it will it will generate for the token. And the success will depend a lot on the quality of the game. And so I think that you can seeing the game, how it's played. We're gonna do some tests pretty soon to hand out beta access to the game. You will see that this has had a lot of potential to be a a widely popular game.
Okay, wow, quite the in-depth information there. Plus, we got to see a bit of the game, which basically is a some sort of tower defense trading card hybrid combination, and I think it's the same. It's written in the same way in your white paper as well. So for the community, I didn't actually came to that conclusion. I actually read the white paper as well. Now, before I start with many of my questions, because I have a lot of them, I would actually need to ask, what was your inspiration? And I think in some way this is connected to the system that you guys are trying to build with the two other games. This is part of a let's call it ecosystem, probably, where you got MinionVerse, the first full game, and then you have two others. I think it's Minion's Brawler Arena, and I forgot the third one, the Battle of the Beasts, right? Yeah. So what was your inspiration? How are they connected? In what way? Yeah, that's basically what I want to start with.
Yeah, so MinionVerse, the tower defense game, obviously took a lot of inspiration from Clash of Clans. We took a lot of inspiration also from, Hearthstone. So you have a mash between Clash of Clans, Kingdom Rush, tower defense kind of game, and Hearthstone. The Brawler Arena and also the Minions, the let's say the Candy Crush, Battle of the Beasts, will be inspired by Candy Crush. As for the Brawler Arena, it will be, I think you pretty much played the Brawlers game already. It's a deathmatch between all the players. So yeah, all these games, they are connected in the theme. So everything in those games will be happening in the MinionVerse. So all the heroes on the minions will be the same across all the three games, and so that would also mean that the NFTs that you own, they can be used all the three games as well as the tokens.
Okay, so wait, the NFTs are common as well. Could I, for example, use the NFTs from MinionVerse into one of the other games?
Yes, you will be able to use the same token and same NFTs into the different games. Of course, there'll be we want to be able to fully port everything, but most of the NFTs you will be able also to use in the different games. I think when it comes to the NFTs, I don't think that the NFTs will play a huge role when it comes to transfer between the games, but the token will play a huge role because the same token will be also used in all titles. So that's how it works. The value of the NFTs will play a lot on the marketplace because as I said earlier, people gonna define what's the exactly price of specific NFT. Because it all depends how hard it's to upgrade the card and how rare the card is. So there's a lot of cards in this game. I'm right now on level 25. And I haven't yet unlocked pretty much anything. This is just like a beginning of it. And there's different type of those NFTs, starting from the health unit. That's just my health unit, which is healing the another nearby units. As I said, there are some archers that you can have, and they're attacking from a long distance. This is my lovely spider. I have to call it some kind of spider. and Spider and Dragon maybe, and I really like it because it just it's just shooting from range, and he has a lot of HP, and it's a beefy just attack with 90 damage. That's a lot. So I think if I would get that. If I would get that specific NFT, I wouldn't sell it. I will probably price it super high, and I will define the price on the market. And I've seen some people writing on the chat that if there's only like 5 type of those NFTs on the marketplace, what we can do with it. I mean, some people wrote that they're gonna purchase those 5 NFTs, and then later they're gonna set price super high so nobody can get it, because it's a super unique card. So until somebody will get another card and gonna lower the price, it would just be high as it is. I also want to say that this game is free to play. That means that everyone who's coming from the Android or iOS or any other platform will be able to play this game for free, no charges. But if you want to stand up and really fight in the tournaments, you will have to upgrade your deck. So that means you will have to purchase the token and upgrade your cards. Somebody will probably going to ask now, hey, so I'm going to get the free NFTs. Yes, you're going to get the free NFTs, but they are not minted. That means they're not yet on the network. But if you want to mint them, then sure, you can do that. But imagine now we are giving exact the same card pack set of, for example, 3 or 4 NFTs to everyone, and everyone can mint it and everyone can sell it. But if everyone get it for free, then the price will go super low, and I don't think that it will be worth minting it and selling it, because since everyone get it for free, who's going to purchase it? So that was a short introduction of the game. I'm right now going back to playing multiplayer, and let's see who I'm gonna face this time. If you have any questions in the meantime when I'm replaying, please let me know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have quite a lot of questions, to be honest. I'll try to focus while watching your screen as well. So if I understand correctly, if I want to join your game, I will be able to obtain NFTs for free. So I don't need to purchase them.
That's correct. You're gonna get free NFTs. I believe it was 3 cards or 4 cards just to start. And if you like the game, you can just upgrade it or just keep playing it. But I can tell you that going forward, without upgrading your cards will be super hard. I mean, it's not impossible to pass the levels, but I've been trying to do that, and for example, when now I'm playing only one map to win the game, when I'm of course thinking about how I'm gonna place the troops, with 3 cards, I had to play 3 times a map to find a solution which will fit, the game.
So the basic concept is
Interesting.
that, yeah. So the basic concept is that this is a free to play game. So as I said before, the success of the game will determine the success of the token, and we want this game to be played by as many people as possible. So this is a free to play game. You can start the game. You can just easily, without setting any wallet, because that's a huge entry barrier to the mainstream players, without having to connect their wallet and setting up their wallet. They just download the game on iOS and Android. They're gonna play the game. They're gonna have some and start playing this game. And once they want to cross the line, let's say, to become more, let's say, a sophisticated player, and with stronger deck and stronger heroes and stronger minions, they will have to buy the NFTs, or they will have to buy the MinionVerse token. That's I think that what happens with most of the free to play games like Clash of Clans, Diablo Immortal. It all depends on that point where the players, they will have to spend money in the game. it's a phenomenon that, on blockchain space, you talk about play to earn, where in the mainstream gaming, you don't get anything for playing. You actually, you don't gain, you don't make money from playing. You actually spend money on the in-game items, and that's, how companies make money from those, in-game purchases.
Yeah, totally agree with you. From the microtransactions, that's basically how the companies these days. I mean, the game developing companies, of course, stay into business. It only makes sense. That's the whole purpose. So many apps on the App Store are, um, and studios actually are developing more and more games strictly because of the microtransactions. So yeah, I'm with you on that. You don't need, because at some point maybe the community will ask, and maybe not ours but others will be like, okay, so if this is free, how are you guys gonna make money? This is exactly where one of the ways that you guys are gonna make money. Now, before I start, because I wanna cover a bit, I want to jump into the tokenomics, but before we go there, let me actually try, and I think I had it somewhere. um, your roadmap. I don't have it in front of me right now, but I'll find it. Can you walk me through a bit of the roadmap? Where are you guys right now, and what can we expect? What's upcoming actually?
Let me just quickly here drop the details what is coming in upcoming days. So we are right now launching. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. UTC, we will have our first public pre-sale round, which will be run on the pink sale. We got 2 audits. Today we got another audit for our contract. Of course, it passed without any issues. And we are right now planning to have a lot of community shilling and promotions. So that's the, let's just say, short-term task that we have. In the near future, we plan to obviously list our token in, let's just say, friendly centralized exchanges. But more details will be posted at our social media. Speaking about the game platforms, that's also a big thing to discuss, because we want to release our game in September. The first game will be released on the web browser. So around September or October, we'll have a playable version of the game. This is super important to let people know that we have already working game, which is now right now integrating the blockchain part to it. And we'll be ready in September, October this year. And since we'll be done with the web version, we'll be moving forward into integrating it into Android and iOS. I want to say that with Unity engine, it will probably not take that so long, because our devs from Faro Games are super familiar with that game engine. So I'm not worried about making everything on time and releasing the game. So that was just like short introduction of what we are planning to do, and I hope I described it so you got the answer.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for that. I just wanted to know, because, and this is let's say a key point in probably in our discussion. When it comes to the game, I understand right now we're seeing what is about to come. The game is working. It's actually live. You need to integrate the blockchain part. So basically, to make it crypto, let's say to adapt it to crypto. That's exactly what you guys are doing right now. But the product is functional. So right now, if let's say we as Phoenix Holdings, we want to be a part of this, what are the stages of investment? Have you guys finished anything so far? Are you in your seed round, angel round, private round? Yeah, ideally, how can we jump on board, let's say, for this?
I think if Duke is here, he can discuss a little bit more about possible collaboration here when it comes to the projects. I see that Duke is here, so I'm going to give him a voice.
Yeah, so we finished the private sale and it closed in 37 minutes. We raised 100K, and we're doing pre-sale one tomorrow or today, 2 p.m. UTC on Pink Sale. You can find the link on our group chat. So going forward, we want to close all the pre-sales rounds up until the middle of August. We're gonna have TGE at 25th of August. So to prevent dumping, we have implemented the vesting for every pre-sale that we're gonna do on Pink Sale. So yeah, so all these fundraise will be used to develop the game, as well as to drive marketing and hype and volume, daily volume of transactions on PancakeSwap on 25th of August. Obviously, we're gonna look at also centralized exchanges listing, as well as fundraise even more to keep all the three games sustainable from the venture capital. But once the game is live.
Definitely. Just to make sure that I understood correctly, you guys had your first private sale, and how much was it raised? 100K?
100K under 33 minutes. I'm just gonna correct it because today I was also on one of those conversations and somebody correct me that we closed the round in 33 minutes, not in 37 minutes. 100 BUSD was done in 33 minutes.
100K BUSD in 30 minutes in
Yeah.
a bear market. Jesus. I mean, you guys have some potential, if I may say so. Not a lot of projects actually managed to raise funds. I'm just going to call them funds. I'm not going to mention 50 or 100. Now, in regards to these funds, I am assuming the majority of them will probably be used for development, for blockchain integration, and so on and so forth. Are they somehow, because I'm assuming these are to for friends, family, early adopters, whatever. Will they have their tokens vested at some point? In any way, or will they
Everything is
be
listed.
okay, perfect. I'm not going to go into the vesting part yet. Let me actually, I think I had it here. Where is it? Perfect. The tokenomics. Okay, so the private sale, the one that you guys actually finished, is the one that the vesting would be 15% unlocked at TGE, 1 month cliff, and then 20% each 30 days, from what I can see. Yeah, that's the one. Now, let me ask you this: if I miss, I missed the private sale, the pre-sale 1 and pre-sale 2, will those be on launch pads like Pink Sale, Gempad, whatever, and the IDO as well?
So we first gonna do the pre-sale on a Pink Sale, and it's confirmed. We're not gonna change that, but the TGA, the launch, will be conducted at PancakeSwap, and this has been confirmed that we're gonna do it. For IDO, we haven't yet publicly announced where we're gonna do it. But as far as I know, we're looking right now for different proposals. Duke today shared some details, one of those AMAs with who we are now currently in talks. So I believe that soon we're gonna share more details in the public, so people will be able to see that. I currently shared the pre-sale screen, so everyone in our meeting can see that. And yeah, once that's done, I'll be go forward and playing that game. I really enjoy playing that game, even if I'm playing currently, I think for like 4 hours, maybe a little bit more, and maybe not like nonstop, but for the different AMAs that we today had, I'm playing for some hours now, and I enjoy playing that game, which I wouldn't say the same thing when I had to play like Axie or another game, because if you remove that earning part from Axie, I have no idea who's gonna play that.
Well, and again, I mean, I'm not gonna FUD Axie. I never to let's say to put in perspective, I never played Axie. I think I played maybe over 5 games, or maybe 5 games over the crypto space. It comes and it goes. For me personally, as a former hardcore gamer, I'm not that into games as in I'm gonna play this until I exhaust my brains out. But it all comes down into perspective with what is the content offered. Now, for you guys, I'm already seeing the game. Now, I don't have access to it, but still, I will.
You're gonna
If
have it after the meeting. I'm gonna share you the dev access.
Okay, that's even better. Now, again, do you guys at the moment, because aside for you, nobody else has access to the game. Have you considered, until you actually launch the game, is there a possibility for you to do a test net for people to enjoy it
Yes.
until the full release?
Yes. You know what? Can I go that way? 1 second. I'm currently. I will open one website. I just don't want to open the full name of it. 1 second. So that's probably some people gonna figure out. But 1 second. So basically, let me quickly share my screen. Will that work? Probably not. 1 second. So we're gonna have today. Maybe not tomorrow, but I believe we're gonna have it today. Whitelist for the game beta access. That means everyone who's willing to try it out on the testnet, or even before testnet, we haven't yet decided, will have this ability to go. Can you see my screen now?
Yep. I'm looking at it right now.
So 59 days left. I haven't yet decided when we're gonna launch it, but we're gonna have a whitelist for it. It's super easy to take part of this whitelist game. You have to join the Telegram, join the Discord, retweet us, follow us on Twitter, visit our YouTube, subscribe to our channel, join our Facebook, follow us on Twitch, where we should send the email whitelist code plus your wallet address. So that's super simple few steps, which will lead you to give you the access to the beta test, I think, before the testnet, and then we're gonna have a next round to make it also on the testnet. And I think that it's worth looking at it, because if you're going to do that, you will have this advantage over other players, because you already know the game mechanics, how it looks like. So, like, I will go for that, because the first time I was playing this game, I don't really understand, like, what was happening there, and I had the trouble for like 5 minutes to figure out exactly what I have to do in order to earn right amount of rewards from the game. But since I'm playing now for some time, I think maybe I'm not the expert, but I managed to know something from that game. So just going to get back to campaign. And this is at the end, this is a fight run. This is the last round in this specific map. Currently, I believe, as Duke said, it's like more than 100 hours playtime for this game. But we're gonna have more levels, which will happen in the near future. Plus, most people are gonna focus on the PvP. So that's a multiplayer, player against players. So I'm currently facing the last final battle, and I'm not feeling really confident with my current deck. You can now guess if I can win it or not, but as you can see, it's this base will be heavily protected. But I'm gonna try my best to get inside and steal the chest. So while I'm playing, if you have any questions, just drop it and let me know.
Yeah, I was actually gonna suggest, while you play, first of all, yeah, best of luck. I'm not super savvy with the game, but by the looks of it, it's kind of heavy loaded. So yeah, I don't know what your chances are. Is it okay if I take some community questions in the meantime? I see a lot of them. Okay, so I actually saw quite some interesting ones in the chat, and I'll start with the fact that you actually mentioned Axie, and Abdul wanted to know first of all, not only if you are inspired by them, um, maybe not, but do you consider them still a direct competition, and would you say you can overrun them? Uh, not within the long term, because of course that's one of your goals, but within short term, would you say that after the launch you would make such a big impact that people would say you're better than them? Just as a discussion.
Just to make it a really short answer, I'm saying that Axie isn't our competitor at all, because Axie's play to earn, while our game is play and earn. That's a huge difference here, because the main goal here is for this game to give the player, experience by playing. So that's a different sort of game, because here we're not focusing really on the earnings. Of course, there'll be some people who are just going only for the tournaments. They're gonna create a super strong clan, and they're just gonna kick people who doesn't know how to play. They were just gonna, play with like super cool guys who like, the highest that you can ever imagine, stats. And this is not really what the MinionVerse is about, because here it's all about the gaming experience. And of course you can earn. I'm gonna just show you that you have those 3 type of game modes. Let me just get back. You can go here on the leagues, and you're gonna play the tournaments. You will have 2 type of tournaments. You're gonna have the free ones, and you have the paid ones. Of course, on the free ones, there's not too much to earn there, but on the paid ones, when you have to like put, let's just say, 5 USD in order to enter the tournament, and then you're gonna fight against another people, and depends what rank you're gonna get. You're gonna get the reward. You're gonna earn way more. So if some people are just looking only to earn money, they're just gonna play tournaments and play with the clans and try to get the best clan out of the game. But I'm not worried completely about the Axie, and it's not our direct competition, since this game is not play to earn, it's play and earn. So that's just like, different category of the game.
Perfect. I love the confidence, my man, to be fairly honest with you. That's why I said I don't think Axie is actually um, a competitor, and you actually confirmed it. Let's see. Wow, quite some hands raised in the chat. Let me take someone. KitKat, you are unmuted. Give us a good question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Thank you. Do you have any bug bounty to check for weakness of your games?
Currently, we are not running a bounty program, but we might do it in the near future. When it comes to the bugs in the game is strictly connected to the server side, so that means you won't be able to play the game on client side. That means that you need constantly connection to the network. I know that some people are gonna, complain about that and say, hey, what if I have a really slow connection, or I get disconnected a lot, or I just don't want to use my network to play the game? Well, in the perfect world, then there'll be no problem like that, because I will just allow you to play without internet. But we know that a lot of people are gonna try to cheat in the game, and we just simply cannot allow this to happen. And if we allow people to happen, then they're gonna try to modify the stats and try to win the games that they're supposed not to win. I'm feeding right now, by the way, the dragon. As you can see, just gonna drop the ship. So I think that let me just open the chest here. Answering your question about the bounty program, I think that in the near future something like this could happen, but for now I don't see that we're gonna integrate this. So yeah, I hope that I cleared it a bit.
Personally, if I may step in just with my opinion, I think that that'll come in time. Once you actually have your database in your community, and you pretty much have at least one full game released, such as MinionVerse, maybe it's gonna make some more sense. That's what I think. let's see the next one. Brain Jotter, I think. Unmuted.
Problems. How you doing?
Hey, I'm great. I'm great, my man.
Yeah. I'm good. Okay, yeah. So, can I ask my question now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I've been listening to the project. Yeah, it's a very great project. So I'll congrats you guys. Yeah. So my question is basically about the game because I was going through your website. Yeah, it's usually very great website. Yeah. So I just want to ask a question based on the game. So I just want to know since it's an NFT, is a NFT card game. Yeah. So I just want to know, can we be able to use the card to purchase new creatures to help us fight in the game? And also, do we need to invest in the minion verse before we can be able to use the card in the game? If yes, how much does the card cost? You get the question?
Yeah, I got the question, and answering your question about the pricing of the cards, we haven't yet set, but the game should be affordable for most people. So we're not gonna set up a super high prices for the game. I believe we're probably gonna go with industry standards, so the prices wouldn't go super high. And you ask if you can purchase different cards with already own NFTs. I don't think that this is a case. You probably need to first sell that NFT that you have and then purchase another NFT that you want. We might have like inside our marketplace ownership changer. That means you're gonna save up on the gas fees, but that's something to look in the near future. And what else I can say is that I think that when it comes to the tokens itself, the huge role will play the fact that you can use the same token across 3 games. So MinionVerse, Brawler Arena, and Battle of the Beast. So you will be able to play those 3 games using the one token, and some of those NFTs will be transferable across the games, which is super nice, if you ask me. Hopefully, I answer your question.
I would say so. Yep. Let's see. I actually saw one because you were mentioning at some point, either you or Duke, you said something about 60 FPS, which is doable. It's acceptable. It's gonna run without any worries.
Sure.
Once your game is launched, what will happen if for example, me or another user, we're not using, let's say, performant computers? So will there be minimum requirements? Although it's just a browser game, those can be actually nasty when it comes to memory usage. So yeah, I hope you get the idea. Basically, will I need a minimum, let's say, minimum requirements for the game to be playable?
Yeah, as you can see on the left top corner, this is the frames per second inside the game, and this is the frame per second from the game itself. So it's a server side FPS per second. So it's always lower than what I have here actually in the client side. So as answering your question exactly, what kind of hardware you need to play that game, you don't need to play on like high-end specs mobile or tablet or PC for that specific game, because we're gonna have a few ways to optimize the game. The game itself is optimized, but we're also going to have in the settings an option which will allow you to basically lower down the texture resolution, which of course will make the game less pretty, but it will speed up the whole game, and will also save some RAM. So that will allow another people with like old specs phones to play the game. So that will work. I'm currently running this game on 12 years old CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, but it's running on Chrome with a lot of tabs, and I think it just works smooth. Let me just quickly again enable the developer console and see what's the stats currently is. So show FPS, that's correct. So let me just go into the game. All right, so it's 52 now. So if I move to the more occupied level here, yeah, 57, 54. If you minus the thing which is on my server side, then it should be 60 FPS. Of course, if there's more going on things on your screen, then you're gonna have a FPS drop. But to be honest, it shouldn't really affect now. Especially now I'm on the dev build, which is really focused on optimizing. So yeah, the game will be playable smooth without any issues. That's what I can say.
Perfect. I think that kind of answers a lot of the questions. Now, one of the last questions, and I kept seeing it in the chat, and I'm pretty sure that from the hands raised, many of them would like to know, what are some of your marketing strategies in terms of from now until the launch, which, correct me if I'm wrong, your launch would be in September, I think you mentioned?
The launch of the token is set on 25th of August this year. So
But the game itself,
the
MinionVerse
game
would be
itself,
in
September, October. Yeah, that's the date. I don't want to give like exact date because there might be some delay, but that's when we want to release the game.
Well, ballpark figure, let's say September, could be October, it doesn't even matter. But that's the approximate date. So what are some marketing strategies? How are we gonna, let's say,
So
I'm
the
not
current,
familiar. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
sure.
Yeah.
So speaking about Duke, you're here. So let Duke speak first.
Yeah, so one of the main strategies is to tap into the existing player base from different game guilds. So we're talking with YGG, we're talking with Good Games Guild, Unix Gaming, IGG, and more gaming guilds. The basic idea is to acquire as many players as possible from the crypto space. They know the blockchain space, gaming pretty well, and all those gaming guilds. What they basically do is they have a lot of scholars in those guilds. So we will sell to those gaming guilds some early powerful NFTs so that they can rent to the scholars, and that's the benefit for us also, because we're gonna have a strong player base. So that's number one strategy, to partner up with as many gaming guilds as possible to acquire as many players. Those players will be the ones who will buy the MinionVerse token, and that is the way for the demand for the token to grow, so that the price will go up, right? And so that you as crypto investors, you will have a way to exit or liquidate your positions. So number two is streamers, Google ads, Facebook ads, streamers, influencers, KOLs. I think those are very efficient ways to promote the game. We hope to have a lot of word of mouth. I think in terms of organic traffic, we saw a lot of traction from the Japanese communities, and so it's going great.
Not sure. Do you want to add something, Oscar? Because I think you were
I
starting
can add
something there.
two words here that we also focusing on the community building across our Discord and the Telegram. The Discord will play a huge role in our MinionVerse game, because since we have this clan and tournaments feature, people going to communicate, and that's where the Discord will shine, and that's where people will be finding a new teammates so they can play together and win the tournaments.
Perfect. Let me take a look at my list, because I think I was actually, with this one, I was at the end of my questions. So just to remind the people, we spoke about the audit. There are 2 audits already. They're public already on your website. At least one of them is. We have the white paper, the pitch deck. We spoke about the marketing. Tell us more. Let's remind the community about the launch of the token itself, so that we have that fresh in our mind. When is that going to happen?
The token, it will be the pre-sale itself will happen. The first run of the pre-sale will happen tomorrow at 2 p.m. UTC, and the token launch, the TGA, will happen at PancakeSwap in 25 of August this year. I'm currently sharing the screen where all the numbers and dates are visible.
Perfect. So, I mean, in terms of perspective, you guys, this is mainly for the community. The one on the left, the private sale, is closed. These guys managed to raise 100K. That's $100,000 in a bear market, in 30 minutes, something like that. 32, close to that.
33
30
minutes.
So, I mean, imagine the potential. Ideally, we would jump on from pre-sale 1. That's our next chance, or pre-sale 2, or IDO. IDO hasn't been established yet in terms of platforms. And then we got the TGE on 25th of August. Plenty of time for us to research, to decide that this is up our alley. Yeah, to be fairly honest, Duke, Oscar, in terms of questions, yeah, definitely. I think we answered probably 90% of the ones that I saw in the voice chat, in the chat, plus mine. So yeah, what I would like to, I'm gonna try and make some sort of ending statement on my end, and then I'll give you guys the floor before we wrap up, if that's okay with you.
Sure. That's perfectly fine.
Perfect. Awesome. First of all, I like to take this time to thank you both, you Oscar, and you Duke as well, for first of all for playing the game, for showing us constantly what are we gonna invest in, what's gonna be the first stage, because the project is composed out of 3 games, not just this one, as we mentioned. Many of the community members wanted to know if Axie is a competitor. It's not. Axie is an entirely different, let's say, game. In principle, it's a play to earn. It's not a competition. You guys are not trying to win the monopoly, but you might just, because you're combining a lot of concepts within this one, within the other games as well. It's well thought and researched. You guys are taking the time to develop it properly. The game, and this is mainly for the ones that joined late, the game is let's say in full launch availability. It just needs the crypto part, where they need to adapt to the blockchain. This is basically what they're working on right now. The full release of the game as a tentative date, don't take this as granted, it's a tentative date, should be somewhere in September. Let's hope by then we have better market conditions. And yeah, I mean, I definitely thank you for the time, for playing the game, for constantly reminding us that this is what you guys are doing. I feel that you have a lot of passion and you're putting a lot of work into this. I hope to have a chance to jump in. I still feel we're super early. And yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. I'm gonna give you guys the floor right now to make your ending statement. And thanks again for your time. Definitely appreciate it.
Thank you, Alex. I can only say one more thing we didn't discuss, is that every time you upgrade your NFT, you're actually changing some sort of skin of your NFT. So my dragon is currently, let me just quickly show it. My dragon currently is painted to purple and green, I believe, and I already have like a different color on that specific spider, because I upgraded it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So we plan in the future to add some kind of tattoos and skins, so we're gonna have a more rare NFTs. And I think we close all the questions that could appear. I'm just gonna quickly share again the pre-sale screen. And here, before any kind of decisions will be done, I just want to mention to go into that pink cell link and check those two buttons. So we are KOC done, so that means we verify our identity, and we also get the audit. We have two audits currently. So one you can already find here by pressing. It will just redirect you to the GitHub. And the another one you can find in our Twitter. You're gonna probably later find it in our website in like a couple of hours. And yeah, oh, I see. It's audited by TechRate and Consult. So those two audits are done. I believe tomorrow we have another video on YouTube showing one of those influencers playing our game. And see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. UTC.
Awesome. I don't know if
Thank
you
you, Alex,
wanted
for inviting us, and join the pre-sale before it's too late.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Definitely. And this is for the community. Do the research. The documentation was posted already by Phoenix. I'm gonna make sure that you guys have it. You saw the full preview of the game. This is the project. It's already, as I've said, it's already completed. They need to integrate it within the blockchain space so that we can enjoy the the perks for which we joined crypto. Thanks again for the project. I think it's a well thought project. Not exactly dependent on the price of Bitcoin. Sure, we could probably use better conditions, but remains to be seen. Yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot. Thanks to everybody who joined. Thanks for the questions. If by any chance we missed it, please make sure to join their Telegram, their community. I'm 150% sure that they'll be willing to answer all of your questions. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pre-sale time. That's pre-sale 1, still early. You're getting a good price. That's 3x from launch. Just to put it in perspective, 2 p.m. UTC to stand corrected, and it ends on 5th of July. Thanks everybody who joined. Thank you, Duke, Oscar. Best of luck to your team and to the project. Hope to see you guys out there bigger and better than Axie for sure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Alex, for hosting this. And see you tomorrow. I'm going to message you for the dev build of this game so you can give it a try and also share it with the community about this game.
Please do so. Please, yeah, don't forget to do that. I'm hyped on it. Definitely. Looking forward to that, Oscar.
Hey, sure.
Perfect.
So thanks
Awesome.
again and see you tomorrow.
Much love. Thanks a lot. Thanks, everybody. Bye and have a good evening.